Aries, welcome back to Appalachian Tarot. I'm very, very glad that you've decided to join me for our weekly collective reading. This is a reading for the sign of Aries, primarily Sun, but Moon and Rising, you are welcome here, as is the Cross Watcher. Because this is a collective reading, though, I want you to use your intuition to help decide when the universe is speaking to you through me and through the cards. If a message doesn't resonate with you, just go ahead and ignore it. It's just for someone else who's watching. Alright? So if it doesn't fit, leave it for someone else. We're going to begin with Seasons of the Witch Oracle card, and I'm going to shuffle until the universe tells me not to shuffle anymore. In the meantime, why don't you take the opportunity to like this video? And if you haven't already, I don't know why you haven't, but why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Help grow the channel, not glow the channel. Although glowing might be fun. Depends. Are we aglow because we're on fire? That would not be fun. You are a fire sign, though. Alright, Aries, your card is Ribbons. For it lives in the silk of my binding, the knots in my truth, the eye of becoming, the witness swallowed in stillness. Ribbons. Alrighty. Let's get started by going to the book. What is the Ribbons card trying to say to Aries? All right, Aries, your key word is awareness. Dear Sacred Soul, Ribbons reminds you that you already know the answer to what you have inquired about. Okay, so you probably clicked on this video for a reason. Chances are you already know the answer you're seeking. But let's keep going. I'm going to keep reading now. You are connected to your situation in a way that makes it clear what your next step should be. So follow the signs, or in this case the ribbons, and allow the truth of your query to come to your consciousness. Trust in your ability to see what you need at this moment. It may be scary or require more of you than you'd hope, but you can move forward with the knowledge that this path is for your greatest good and will lead you to success. Additionally, pulling this card means the signs have been around you for some time, waiting for you to invite them into your awareness. Be especially mindful of any colors, animals, numbers, or feelings that crop up repeatedly, as they are messages from the divine guiding you to the truth of your situation. I've had a number that keeps repeating in my life this week, the last couple days. And it's interesting because the number is one of deep significance to me personally. So that's a sign that I've been paying attention to. What signs are you paying attention to, Aries? Or are you not paying attention to, as the case may be? What do you need to do for your situation to be successful? I think you already know, and you're ignoring your intuition on this. But let's see what the tarot says. While I shuffle ahead of our Celtic cross, I want you to go ahead and meditate on that Ribbons card, Aries. What is the universe trying to say to you through the Ribbons card? Where do you need more awareness in your life? Are you not listening to your intuition on something? Are you ignoring signs that the universe is giving you? What's going on with Aries? Why does Aries need more awareness in their life? Why does Aries need to be more aware? Alrighty. The You Now card is the King of Wands. Okay. This is fire energy. Yeah, Aries, I think that you are starting something new. That feels like there's a new career, like a career change that you've been thinking about. Perhaps you're thinking of starting a business, something along those lines. I do get that this is about your ambitions on this plane, not the spiritual plane or anything like that, but that this is something to do with your material conditions. So maybe you're thinking of moving to a new town, or maybe you're thinking of building a new house, or adding on to your house, or buying your first house even. Whatever it is, I'm getting the feeling that this is something on the material plane here. And I do get the feeling that you are in a position now to sort of step out on faith and make that choice that you've maybe always wanted to make, this thing you've always wanted to do, but you've always been afraid to do. It seems like now's the time, and I think the universe with the ribbons card is trying to tell you, but the King of Wands, it feels like you're very capable right now, and that everything you need has come into alignment. So now, you got to strike while the iron's hot. But let's go ahead and see what's blocking you. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you may have had some financial hardships in the past, and you may not have always known how to, where to turn to help. You may feel like this is very overwhelming, and that you are sort of out in the cold, and you don't even know where to begin to look for help or assistance. I think that's where the signs can come in. The universe is probably trying to tell you how to make this dream come true. Certainly, I get the feeling that for a lot of you, money is an issue here. But, that's what scholarships, that's what grants, that's what even loans are for, The Five of Pentacles to me, well, let me say this. I want to show you the card here. Okay, look at them. They are walking through this hellish situation, but if they would only look up, they could see that there's a church right there where they could seek sanctuary. So they're not seeing all of their options because they're refusing to look up. And I think that the universe is asking you to look to them for guidance, whether you identify it as the universe or God or however you name it. You need to be looking for signs that will help put you on the right path and point you in the right direction. So, if you're thinking about, I don't know, buying a house, and you keep seeing signs for a certain real estate agent, maybe that's the person who's supposed to help you. If you're thinking about, opening a business, maybe you need to be looking into grants or like small business administration loans. There are things, avenues that you can take that will help make this an easier journey. I just don't think you've been paying attention to the signs, and it could be as well that you haven't put enough forethought into this, that you haven't done the planning yet, and that's all right. You just need to do the planning now. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I mean, you bite off just a little bit at a time. In your immediate past, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you definitely want a change. You've been feeling bored. Like your current circumstances. And again, I really do think this is work. Like it's that kind of thing for a lot of you. It's something, I say practical. Work is a practical thing. Most of us don't have jobs we love. We have jobs that pay because everyone's got to make a living. Welcome to capitalism. But, I get the feeling you've been bored and unfulfilled for a while. You seem like somebody who, while sort of listless right now, you have a good work ethic. You're not afraid of working hard. You just want to actually feel like your work is meaningful and something you enjoy. And I don't get the feeling that it is right now. I really, really don't. And so I would encourage you to find a way to make this new dream a reality. And the Ribbons card is inviting you to do that. I just think you're not considering all of your options. There's something you're missing. There's some sort of opportunity that is staring you right in the face, but that you just haven't seen it yet. And I think you need to start paying attention to the signs. I think that's what this is. Yeah, because look, in your immediate future, you have the Four of Pentacles. I just see you being somebody who is very concerned about finances. And that could be in general, or that could be specifically with this new venture, whatever this new venture or adventure is. But I don't think that money is going to be an issue, and I don't even think that you necessarily need to use your own money for this. You could get investors, or you could find grants. You know, if you want to start a new nonprofit, there are many grants out there that you can begin applying for. If you want to change careers, there may be an opportunity for you to make more money out there. Because right now, I feel like you're going to be, in the immediate future, if nothing really does change and you just keep doing what you're doing right now, it looks like you're going to continue to be operating from a scarcity mindset. Now, this could also mean that you are saving money in the near future for whatever it is you want to do. But given the rest of the cards, to me, it looks like you're just going to continue to be almost a spendthrift. Like, you're going to be too saving and too afraid to take a risk, too afraid to, gamble a little on yourself. That's the thing, is this might be a gamble, but you're gambling on yourself. So you do have some control over the situation there. Now, I mean, obviously, if you're opening a business, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong, and be realistic. There are only so many things that are in your control, but you do have, I think, more control over this situation and more agency here than perhaps you are allowing yourself, Aries. All right, in your consciousness, yeah, you got the Three of Swords. You're very, very scared about what this is going to be. You're very concerned that there's going to be a lot, like it's not going to work. You're so concerned that whatever this is not going to work. Whether this is building your new house, or you getting a new job, or changing careers, starting a business, whatever this dream is, you are absolutely convinced that it cannot be a success. And I don't think that the universe sees it that way. Because you are the King of Wands right here, all right? That's the you now. You don't have to change anything. You're already the King of Wands. That's a pretty damn good thing to be. Like, you have a lot of leadership potential. You may already be in a leadership role. You have the acumen, I think, for business. You have the work ethic. Especially me here seeing this Knight of Pentacles, even though it's reversed, it's still a card of someone with a work ethic. It's just a card of someone who's not fulfilled in work anymore. You're not fulfilled with it. You're conscious of how unhappy you are. You really are. Like, that whatever this situation is that you're in, whether you hate your job, or you want a bigger house, or you have this great idea for a business, you want to be your own boss now, I think the cards are suggesting to me you have what it takes. And the universe is trying to show you the way to make this happen. But you're so unhappy that you're blind to your own potential. Aries, wake up. The universe sees how cool you are and how good you are and how capable you are. Why can't you? And what are you so afraid of? What's your subconscious? What's really driving this? Ooh, the world reversed. I just got the feeling that for some of you, this is more complicated because of love. So when I showed you the Five of Pentacles earlier, I said I started to say something, and I said, well, no, let me say this, because it pertained, what I ended up saying pertained to the reading directly. What I don't think I said was that the Five of Pentacles, to me, this is just me as a reader. It's not the official meaning of the card. But to me, it's always the soulmate card. Because they're walking through hell together, but they will not abandon each other. And something about this world reversed in your subconscious with that Five of Pentacles, and then your conscious being the Three of Swords, makes me think that some of you are dealing with someone you love. Maybe you are in love with a coworker. Maybe this new opportunity takes you away from someone you love. I got romantic love was my first instinct, but it could just be a deep, deep love of your family or your community. Some of you could have children involved. It could take you away from your children. I don't see you wanting to make this move, even though you know it's going to make you happier. Like, you're afraid. You're going to have to give up so much in order for this to happen. There's a Carrie Underwood song from her first album, and it's called Starts With Goodbye. I guess it's gonna have to hurt. I guess I'm gonna have to cry and let go of some things I love to get to the other side. Yeah, you might want to listen to that song. First of all, it's just a damn good song. But second of all, I really do think that you are afraid of giving something up or letting something or someone go in order to strike out on this new adventure and to begin this new journey, whatever it is. And it may not even be that you're physically, like, geographically moving, you know, you may, but it's something about, like, the job move or something is going to cause problems, or it's going to separate you from someone you love. Maybe you're Jim and Pam. Are you Jim and Pam? If you are, you know, drop me a comment. All right. Your control over this situation is the Six of Swords. Alrighty. Decision's yours. Whether you move on from whatever this is that I don't think is making you very happy. Like, Aries, I just get the feeling that you're very unhappy with your current situation, and I really think that a lot of you, it has to do with, like, work or career or something along those lines. Okay? But, like, I don't know. Because here you seem to be holding on for dear life. Whether you do this or not is ultimately your decision. And I don't think it's just a matter of you not knowing how. Like, needing extra help, like grants and stuff, or someone to help you navigate paperwork or things like that. I think it's more than that. I think you're not sure if you even want this, or if it's even worth the cost. It's like you're stuck between two bad decisions. Like, you're going to have to give something up either way. If this is somebody that you're working with, if your relationship can't survive you changing jobs, it's not a great relationship to begin with. I just felt the need to say that. Now, if you're like, I don't know, in New York and you're moving to Los Angeles, or like you're in London and you're moving to Sydney, like, yeah, that's a bigger deal. But if you're moving to a job that's like in your town, you shouldn't have to worry about any of that, including like if you are really friends with these people, you'll see them more. You'll see them still. But I get the feeling that you're kind of not with this Knight of Pentacles reversed. I think there's something, though, that you love that you're holding on to. I just don't know what or who. Okay. The outside world, and the outside influences, rather, on this situation, the Four of Swords. I think the people around you recognize how defeated and depleted you are. I don't think that you making this decision is going to come as a surprise to very many people. Or at the very least, it might come as a surprise, but it's going to be one of those surprises that people are like, oh, well, that makes sense. They just never thought you would do it. But I think the rest of the world can see how sort of overwhelmed and burnt out you are. And how ultimately unhappy you are. I don't think people are going to be as judgmental, or that things are going to be, well, let me just leave it there. I don't think that people are going to be as judgmental, and possibly that things will not be as bad as you think they will. And I say possibly, I caveat it with that because I want to see what this most likely outcome card is before I go making any sort of determinations about that. Your hopes and dreams. Yeah, look, you definitely feel like you are... I said your hopes and dreams. I meant to say your hopes and fears, but let's go with the hopes and dreams. You have high hopes for whatever this is, and you believe in yourself. I think you genuinely know that you can make a success of whatever this is. But this Three of Cups tells me that you may need some help. That's all right. It also tells me that you are afraid of losing people, or the office culture, maybe, for some of you. I do get the feeling that some of you really like the people that you work with. You may just be bored with your job, but you like the people you work with. I've had jobs like that, where I stuck around just because, really, honest to God, I just liked the atmosphere. I could have probably gone somewhere else and made more, or done something making less, but that would have made me happier. But I loved that office culture. So I get it. That was years ago. But I works for myself now. Maybe that's what you need to do, Aries. I mean, I definitely think, with this King of Wands here, I just got the feeling, and I've had it from the beginning, that some of you want to start your own business, or to go freelance and be your own boss. And I definitely think you're more than capable of doing that, Aries. All right, your most likely outcome is the Star reversed. You got to start trusting your intuition. And you're not. You're not paying attention to the signs. And Aries, I feel like you're being very stubborn, because what I'm seeing here is that you're not really going to start paying attention to the signs anytime soon. And I think that's a mistake. I think whatever this is that you're afraid you're going to have to give up or that's going to hurt you, I think it's worth it. You need to make that determination for yourself. But for what it's worth, from what I see in the cards, it's worth it. And I really don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it is. But you're aware of how unhappy you are. And remember, awareness is the key word with the ribbons card. You're aware of how unhappy you are. The rest of the world's aware of how unhappy you are. So if you're so unhappy, why aren't you trying to change your circumstances? I don't know what this is, but you really need to decide if it is worth being this unhappy. What's on the bottom of the deck? Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Look, this is going to be a success. Whatever this new venture is, whether it is switching careers or starting a new job in the same field, or starting a new business, going freelance, whatever it is, you are more than capable of making it successful. And you're going to be a lot happier if you do it. All right. Let's end with an Oracle of Delphi card. But then I think I'm gonna do a roast iconic for you. Oh, and here we go. Empath. Feel, relate, understand, console. They're talking about you to you. This is all about you starting to lean into your own feelings and consoling your soul. You need to be a little bit easier on yourself, Aries. I'm worried about you. I really am. All right. If I can find the Roast Iconic. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Roast Iconic, basically I call it a swift kick in the ass from the universe. These are very, very blunt. They're tongue-in-cheek. They're, I guess you could call them sarcastic. But I do find when I need a swift kick in the ass from the universe that these really come in handy. So, alright. I'm just going to shuffle until one pops out. Oh, there we go. You gotta be kidding me. Empath. You got empath twice. Golly. Alright. Where's the empath at in this book? Things are not in alphabetical order in this book, or in any sort of order, so it's hard to find what I'm looking for. Here we go. Are you an empath? Or are you hypervigilant because of all the trauma you endured? Time to find a balance for those hyperextended emotions. Give your nervous system a break right now. You can do so by clearing out those emotions that are not yours to process. Say it with me. I release all that is not mine to carry and return all that which is not my responsibility to hold. I mean, Aries, there you go. I don't think that the universe could be any clearer. Start paying attention to the signs. And whatever this is, let it go. I have a feeling that it's an obstacle to your own happiness, and I don't know who or what this is. I don't. But I think it's time to say goodbye and to go out and to find your Nine of Pentacles joy. That's what I think. All right, Aries. That's it for me for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm back every week with a new collective reading. All right. Take care of yourself, Aries. Bye-bye.